And I am really happy to be joined on this webinar today with three amazing folks from the University of Connecticut Foundation. Jennifer, I'm going to have you introduce yourself, followed by Colin and Chris, and then I'll chat a little bit myself, and we'll turn things over to you. So Jennifer, welcome, and tell us about yourself and your role and how you got to UConn.
Hi, yeah, so Jennifer Sargent, Senior Director of Research, Prospect Management, and Data Services. I've worked at the Foundation for about 16 years. So I work within, obviously, research, as my title says, with a team of 7, Prospect Management, and of course, Data Services, which is gift entry and receiving pledge management.
Awesome. Good afternoon. I'm Colin Budd, Director of Programming Services here at the Foundation. I've been here for 21 years. I oversee the business analysts and the programmers. And my first car was a Mini, one of the original Minis.
Oh, wow. You win. And then Chris, for some reason, they didn't let you in the room with them. So tell us where are you broadcasting from today, and a little bit about you and your role.
Oh, thanks. I will actually work remotely in the greater Boston area. So I'm here at my home office. My name is Chris Keene. I'm a senior software engineer here at UConn. I've been here. I just celebrated my 2-year anniversary with UConn. I come here from the nonprofit consulting world, where I've worked with a number of various CRM clients in various spaces, including higher ed. My range of projects at UConn comes from, small customizations to, helping our team direct and implement different point solutions, to reporting, to, all things great and small. But I'm here to talk a little bit about my involvement with our EverTrue initiative.
Excellent. A lot of knowledge in the room today, a lot of great hardworking professionals who have done really amazing work at UConn, and we're excited to spotlight that. Chris, I didn't realize you were in Boston. We would have had you here at EverTrue HQ. So for the next webinar, let's make sure that happens.
I know you probably have better snacks there than I have at home too.
Oh, we had a great Greek lunch today. It was very good. Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm going to be the host today from EverTrue. I've been at EverTrue for 18 months. I'm the manager of customer marketing, and it's my job to work with customers to tell their stories. Prior to joining EverTrue, I spent 6.5 years at Phillips Exeter Academy in Exeter, New Hampshire. It's a prep school where I did advancement communications and digital marketing for that team. And I'm really excited to be on board at EverTrue and here with you today. Just to go over the agenda for what's on tap. We're going to be talking with UConn about their conversion to Blackbaud eCRM about 5 years ago, how that's helped enable and empower metrics-driven fundraising that allows the frontline and the end users to really do their jobs in new ways wherever they are in the world, whether it's in the office, at stores, or on the road meeting with prospects and potential donors. And then we're going to do some Q&A at the end of the session. So as we go through, feel free to use that question and answer widget to send in your questions. I see somebody, Chris from Oklahoma State said his first car was a horse and buggy. And I know, so that's a thing. So keep sending those questions in as we move forward, and we'll try to answer as many as we can at the end of this session. So tell us a little bit about the UConn Foundation. What's the size of the organization? What are your current fundraising priorities, potential opportunities, and challenges?
Yeah, sure. So we are a public charity. Obviously, we exist to support the University of Connecticut. Our mission is to obviously raise funds, build relationships, and engage our alumni. We have over 150 employees, over 40 fundraisers, and our endowment is just over $400 million. We're a fairly young fundraising institution. Our first campaign was in 1998. Since we're talking a lot about sort of prospect management and fundraising, I thought I would highlight that our research and prospect management team is 7. Our programming services team is also 7. And annually for fundraising, we typically raise between $70 and $80 million. Right now, our priorities are we're focused on a scholarship initiative to raise $200 million. We are about at the 100 million point right now. In addition to, we're focused on raising funds to support our athletics infrastructure. And we're currently talking about a campaign. That's what I'll say. So that's about our status right now.
Awesome. So not an enormous team, but tasked with some pretty lofty asks.
Yes.
Excellent.
Obviously, our goal is to grow our fundraising to $100 million a year. So, and we go back to the 1998 when we first started our first campaign. I think we were around $40 or $50 million a year. So we have been growing, and we've needed to provide the systems to support that growth.
Yeah. So that's almost doubling, or more than doubling, your previous fundraising. So yes, definitely a lot of growth coming there, and we're excited to try to help support that. So if you don't know EverTrue, our mission is to partner with organizations to build better relationships in pursuit of a better world. We work with more than 300 higher ed partners, colleges, universities, prep schools across the United States, and including the University of Connecticut, who's telling their story today. And just to kind of set up the narrative, I want to introduce you to my first car here. So this here is a 1979 Toyota Corolla. I had it when it was 20 years old, and it was lime green, had vinyl seats, AM radio only. It could not go more than 70 miles an hour without the doors shaking. And because I grew up in the CD era, I installed a boombox in the back seat, which sat next to a jug of coolant that I needed to use every single ride to make sure that I can make it from point A to point B. So loved it, absolutely loved it. But that would not work for me today, 20 years later. This is my family. We're a family of 5 and growing. And the technology of a 1970 Corolla does not fit the challenges of a modern world. And we see that, I think, everywhere we look. Technology has really transformed our daily lives. You think about when you first got into this industry, you think about how you operated on a day-to-day level 20 years ago. That standard does not apply today. If you're shopping for a home or exploring for a new neighborhood, you can do that entirely from your phone, finding your dream house. You don't have to go to open houses. You're not looking in the paper anymore. You're looking at your screen. Same thing with transportation. You arrive in a new city. You're not trying to find a cab company. You're not waiting in line at cab stand. You've already booked your car to take you where you want to go. And that industry has completely been disrupted and is changing even as we speak. And from a consumer perspective, think about the big box stores that we grew up going to. Like here in the Northeast, it was Ames or Kmart. And where are they today? They're not there. Amazon and all these online retailers have really driven them out of business by delivering better service, better segmentation at a lower cost, and just a better customer experience. I shop on Amazon Prime way too much, and hey, I never have to go to the store. But advancement, like I think sometimes we're still driving that 1979 Corolla. When you think about our databases and what they were designed to do in the world that they were designed for, like that doesn't necessarily apply to where advanced